Welcome guys, back to Livesplit.com with 280 golden bananas. Last time we got everything we needed from Jungle Japes the first time, which is 4 essentially golden bananas, 2 of them which are from the Splat, and also got the key, and we also unlocked Diddy, and it is time to head off to Angry Aztec. But first we actually have to talk to K Lumsy, and make sure we hand in key 1 so we can actually open Angry Aztec. One thing which we are going to do is we're going to do 2 things really. First we're going to head off to Angry Aztec. We're also going to show you another glitch because why not? Glitches are fun. One thing which we do in runs a lot of the time, especially NF75 Kong, is a moon kick. And we usually do a moon kick to enter caves early, which is this place here, but I just do it for fun because we're not actually entering caves early. There would be no point whatsoever, although I might show it off at some point. Anyway, what we are going to do is we're going to do a little neat thing here, which is a moon kick, and with this, if I can get it right and not actually go a really short distance, is we can land on that ledge over there. And with that one it is really simple. Sometimes I fail it when I'm actually not that good, but with the moon kick we can do several things. It doesn't even have to be on slopes like that, it can be boulders like that, it can even be little things like this, if I can get it right. Yeah, it can even be little stuff like that. Really the moon kick is the best trick in the game in my opinion. So we're now going to enter Angry Aztec after all those moon kick shenanigans, and something which I also like to do is try to get a moon kick there. We didn't get it there last time, but it's always just nice and fun if you get a moon kick. And that is a B-locker skip. B-lockers are, aside from 1, maybe 2, technically if you count hide at helm, but B-lockers are the most useless thing in the game. What they require you to do is they require you to hand in a certain amount of golden bananas and they'll open a level for you, or they'll enable access to the level I should say. But the thing is that their right end collision was not done very well. So with DK, Lanky and Chunky, if you just attack the right edge so that it hits the loading zone, you're into that level without paying the number of golden bananas. So now what we're going to try to do is when we walk past this area here, what normally happens is we get a really long cutscene to do with a llama, but we have oranges and oranges like the game, so we're going to try to skip that. Or not, but the general idea is that what you do is you go into the wall from all the lag, and that would be able to skip the llama cutscene, and you tag warp once you never have to watch it again. It's a nice little skip, but sometimes when you fail it you actually go into the cutscene zone and so you fail it. It's not exactly the best. Something which we are going to do though, which I think is this is also another one of the best tricks, and this was discovered relatively recently in the grand scheme of things by Adam Whitmore, is we're going to do 2 boss fights here. We're going to be trying to get something which you'd not normally expect, let's say. So let's just do this fight as normal. And let's just stand a barrel and marvel at its greatness. Hang on, what's it done here? It's just taken us to the end of the boss fight. What on earth is this? Well, that key we just collected there, I'm going to leave you to guess a little bit which key that was. Let me just say that wasn't key 2, because if that was key 2, that Troff and Scoff portal would have closed by now. We're going to actually get key 2 right now. Actually, we're not going to get to key 2. We don't need key 2. What I'm talking about. We're only going to do 1 boss fight. But that is a sequence known as Dogged on Quick, and it is possibly the greatest sequence known to man in the game. in my humble opinion. So now we're in Tiny Temple, as a lot of people like to call it, and this is an interesting bit right here, because if you're familiar with speedrunning whatsoever, you might see people do a ledge clip here, like that, to get out of bounds. But I like to do it a different way, personally. Some may say it's harder, but it's much more quicker resets or retries, so you can get a lot more attempts in really quickly. It is a chimpy charge clip, like the one you saw in Japes, so, like so. Obviously not going back into the loading zone. So there we go, that is a chimpy charge clip. And that is what I do a lot of the time, because for some reason ledge clips just fail to do the right thing in runs for me. So what happens here? Let's see. Right. Firstly, we do something which is known as G-Kong. Now, because what normally happens is we have to press a switch over here, as you can see right there. We normally have to press a switch right there, which raises a series of platforms which enables us to hit these. But we have to, because we can hit them normally, if we were to spell it normally, because it's waiting for a cutscene to happen, or a wrong thing to happen, we would either have to use O, N, or G first to actually cause the puzzle to be completed. So we would have to either do N-Kong, O-Kong, or G-Kong. And so what we're doing right now is we're going to be doing G-Kong. Technically it's faster to do O-Kong because we get the golden banana, but I forgot to get the golden banana because I was a ninny and I was going into 3-Kong mode. And what I'm going to do here, we could do something which is known as guitar skip, but guitar skip is really long and it's really complicated, and it is also just one of the douchiest manoeuvres ever. So we're going to actually do things intended, and we're actually going to open the guitar door. So once I get this right, I can actually open it. For some reason it's just not wanting to open. Thank you. And there you go. And from this we're actually going to head and talk to. We're going to turn into Tiny, because Tiny has her Splat right here, so it's just nice and quick to get her Splat right now. Now, this one, there are several ways to enter this. Because we have main menu mode and we have every single move, we could do a bit of Boom Blast, but that is a bit too simple. Now, because we are also glitches, we could do the Moon Kick, when I get it right, like so, and we could just go up here and kick in, but we've already done the Moon Kick, we've already covered the Moon Kick, and the Moon Kick, I don't want it to run stale too quickly. Also we've got the balloon back here, which is helpful. Then again, we could just do that because that is also fun, and that collision detection is not so good. So we're immediately going to tag Warp 1, and if we don't get hit by a claptrap, thank you very much. We're also going to tag Warp 2, and those become very important. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a handy swim through vertical walls here. On top of that, we're going to do something which is known as gun skew, which you might have seen before, depending on how much DK64 you watch. But it is quite the interesting manoeuvre, if I didn't automatically go back into the lava though. Is we have to A, pull out our gun from out of bounds, B, walk in water, and now we're swimming with our gun, and then all we have to do is swim down, look 100% up, shoot the switch, and now we have free Lanky, which to some people may be a good or bad thing. Look all the way up, and now look at the model. Now you may think, oh, that's hilarious and everything, and that's like a funny like glitch, because like it's skewed, but that's not going to be anything special. Nothing special. You can basically just walk through any wall whatsoever, including that one, and that is just the great thing about skew, which I really love. The only downside is you cannot press, or you cannot just normal jump at all, under most circumstances, unless you're rolling it out of something. So also the great thing about skew is we can transfer it between Kongs. So we have skew with DK, now we have skew with Lanky. Now what we would do is we would shoot that switch, but that switch is just far too long for us to hit. So why not just walk through the wall itself? We'll also grab a few ammo here because we're going to do this puzzle right here, which is the, if I can actually hit the switch, is the matching game where you have to match the funny sounds to the other funny sounds, and that's just the way it goes. So the way it goes from memory is that, 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 that. No, I didn't hit that, so gotta be careful with those. That, and immediately walk in this direction, and hopefully we pick up the golden banana, and we do. And that's what happens when you do too much NLE. So we're now going to head off to the actual Lanky lava bit here, where you get Lanky's Kasplat. I'm going to actually get it, because we have to yet again and get this. And now we're in here, and we've got skew. So what do we do with this? Well, we try to do this. We try to... Oh, we've lost... Okay, fair enough. Either way, we've lost skew. Now, what we would do if we did have skew still, and that's because when I was holding A when I was doing ponytail twirl, and if you are actually holding a button, or holding A at least whilst you're on the floor, even if you've not pressed it, that counts as losing skew. But what would happen if we did have skew is we'd just simply just go through this wall and we'd exit simple as. But now we don't have skew, it's going to take us slightly longer, but it's not that much longer. But that's going to be it for today. Next episode, as I said, we're going to do Frantic Factory, and we're also going to do more craziness like that, so I hope you can join me. Thank you everyone, thanks so much for watching. I'm Marlon, this is the end credits, signing out.